My name is Christine. I'm from Hawaii and I work at Yaita City.
My name is Derick. I'm from Hawaii, and I also work in Yaita City. I chose Joytalk because I wanted to experience teaching in Japan, and so teaching English as an assistant teacher was the obvious next step. Joytalk allowed me to teach in the same city as my wife.
I chose Joy Talk because I thought that it would be a good opportunity to get experience teaching English in Japan. And also through Joy Talk, I can work in the same prefecture as my husband. So I do assisting in the classroom for both the homeroom teacher or the Japanese teacher of English or the JTE. So I do various tasks like assisting students with their worksheets, or um, sometimes they ask me to make a PowerPoint and do a presentation in English in front of the students.
Outside of the classroom, I help the teachers grade papers, prepare activities or PowerPoint presentations, and I plan with the teachers the events of the class whenever possible. Inside the classroom, I help the teachers control the class, as well as help individual and groups of students with their English assignments. I also do presentations and activities, which can be anywhere between 5 to 45 minutes, and warm-up activities if the teacher needs time to prepare something other than class materials.
My biggest concern before coming to Japan was the language barrier because I wasn't sure how I could work in a Japanese workspace if I cannot communicate effectively.
My biggest concern was the language barrier. I was afraid of not being able to communicate with staff and students effectively. After working in Japan, because everybody is very understanding and was willing to help me along the way, it was easy to transition into being able to communicate in Japanese, but also in English with the English teachers. So even though I was concerned about the language barrier, it wasn't as big a hurdle as I thought it would be.
So after experiencing work in Japan, everybody is so nice and considerate that my previous concern about the language barrier was definitely okay. It was a little bit awkward at first because I didn't have enough confidence to communicate with anyone by myself, but because everyone's so nice, all those concerns, I didn't have to worry about them so much, and I could do my job properly. The Joytalk supports ALTs in so many different ways, anywhere from helping us get a place to live or getting a car, or even going with us to the doctor if we need translation support. They also help with things like our visa application process and also filing taxes. So they're really great at supporting ALTs.
The support from Joytalk is really, really great. They support us by going to the city office, by handling official papers like taxes and renewing visas. And even though they handle all of that, they're still very nice, they're still very patient, so we're never afraid to contact them for help. If you're thinking about moving to Japan to work, I would say probably one of the kinder ways to get your feet wet would be working at Joytalk. Everyone's very nice, everyone's willing to work with you. So just come on over, get your feet wet. It's scary, but in the end, it'll be worth it.
So if you've always wanted to try teaching English in Japan, just go for it. Um, it's a really good experience, and as long as you have a good attitude and an open mind and a flexible personality, then you could really learn a lot and gain a lot from teaching English in Japan. So I encourage you to do it.